Hello there. So for this video I am going to do my second experiment with the white paint that I am enjoying using so much, the 𝐏𝐸𝐳 Byron acrylic medium bodied from Spotlight here in New Zealand. And in experiment 1 I used RenoArt paints. In this experiment I am using RenoArt paints, which are some of my favourites here in New Zealand. This one is ultramarine blue and this one is vermilion. Two very strange colours to put together, but because it's an experiment it will give me a clearer picture of whether or not the white paint is causing the lacing. The difference between the first experiment and this one is that I've only just mixed up these paints, so I am going to have to sort out what's bubbles and what's lacing. And I've put down the white paint already as my base. I'm going to do the same as I did in my last video. I'm going to do some circles on the canvas and then blow them through with the hairdryer as a Dutch pour. So I'll get started now. That's enough blowing for this picture, but I am going to now use the torch to see what I can bring up, and then again as last time I'm going to walk away for 10 or 15 minutes just to see what the paint manages to develop for me. There's not as much lacing showing up in this one as there was in the last one, but there are little parts of it. So I'm wondering whether maybe I just need to use the dryer in the middle with the taper end taken off and I will try that now. I don't know how well it'll work, but I want to just spread out that middle bit, which is kind of wispy and smoky. Right, there's a little bit of lacing coming through there now on that, so I will torch that as well to see what it brings up. And now you can see it starting to develop already. I'll just bring it up a bit closer to the camera for you, and then, as I said, I'm going to walk away for a little while and see how much that actually changes. So I'll be back soon. Okay, I'm back again. There's been a lot of developing going on. There is a lot of lacing, which is great, but the big difference between this one and the last one is that the colours have sort of disappeared into the white, which makes me think maybe the pigmentation isn't as strong in the RenoArt as what it is in the Montmartre colours. I'll bring it up closer to the camera now for you to see. Very, very wispy, this painting. Again, it could be just the fact that I used the dryer a little more, although I don't think so, because the colours really should have been showing up more. But I've got the lacing that I wanted, so I'm going to do one more experiment with my artist's acrylic paint, but I'm already pretty much convinced that the white paint is the cause of the lacing. And in the words of one of my favourite painters, 𝐀𝐜𝐫𝐲𝐥𝐢, I think I might have found my cell accelerator. So that's really good. I'm happy with that. And I will come back and see you again when I do experiment 3. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.